Little Orange Plum.
Hello everyone and welcome to Little Orange Plum. Today we are looking at a little subreddit called Counter Creeped. So to start off with, we have disgusting, but you have to admire the persistence. Do we really? I mean, we have. To be honest, I'm just trying to eat your ass. Let me do the voices. The voices are very important. We have. To be honest, I'm just trying to eat your ass. To be honest, I've got mad diarrhea. To be honest, you'll just blow me then. To be honest, I just got my wisdom teeth out and I don't want to risk infection. To be honest, I'll eat your pussy. I literally just started my period this morning. Take the hint. Those don't stop anything but a sentence. No, take the hint. I don't know. There's a point with some guys where it's like, and especially when you get all these guys who like always cry wolf about like, oh, you can't be too strict with consent because like women will cry rape over everything, and it's like, how many times do you have to be given the hint? Like, do women literally have to take a giant breezer block with the word no on it and bash you about the head with the word no in order for you to get it? Because there's polite, there's firm, there's joking, there's forceful. There's plenty of different ways of saying no, but like there's a point where you keep coming back and you keep pestering and you clearly understand what she's trying to say, but it doesn't seem to matter. You know the kind of guy, I feel like this is the kind of guy where you would say no and he would be like, but I I had this happen to me a bunch of times. There was one guy who straight up, I said no to him, and then he said, but why? And I said, because I don't want to. And he said, that's not a good enough reason. And I came up with, I'm a lesbian, I don't want to, I'm not attracted to you. At the time I was a virgin and I just didn't want to lose my virginity to that guy, that time, that way, with that person. And also the idea of having sex with him in a toilet sounds nauseating. And after going through all of these reasons, he finally comes up with, I need a good reason. Like, none of these seem like good enough reasons. Why can't you come up with a good enough reason? I think you just really want to have sex with me. And I just literally was just stood there wanting to bash this guy in the head, because it's like, I've given you a list of reasons. I've told you no, politely, nicely, firmly, forcefully, angrily, and also I have given you a list of reasons why, and you have rejected all of my reasons for not wanting to, even though you're not owed a reason. And yet some guys are like, why do women have to go off on one with like, no means no, I know the no means no. I don't think you do, honey. I don't think you do. Because sometimes you get guys like this who just kind of keep going, and it's just like, it's cute, it's funny when it's playful banter and when she wants to have banter back and forth. But it's also really annoying that she had to keep going with you like this and you're still trying to come up with some bullshit, like, for fuck's sake. And then we have, oh god, no. We have, damn, you're cute as shit. You're so, I'm gonna sentence that start again. Damn, you're so cute, I shit my pants. Can I get into yours? Okay, kind of funny line, not gonna lie, but I want to see shitted pants. How do you face emoji, please. Pretty sure I've seen this one before. I'm pretty sure this is a repost, which is a little disappointing. But yeah, he gets bonus points because he posted this himself. Like, honey, you know you're the creep, right? Like, you know this doesn't make you look good. Sweetie. Like, what? There's a level of clueless with some guys. Like, there's just a level. And it's kind of terrifying. Okay, I'm going to keep this short but sweet video. Today we're going to do one more. We have, there was literally no warning. Let's see, we have, with my friends so I can visit clubs and nightlife stuff, I'm a medical scribe. I'm still in training, but pretty much I type up patient info into there / the hospital's healthcare records. Yeah, I find the underground scene in New York City would be cool. That's cool. How much do you get paid? Minimum wage during training, but then 10 an hour afterwards. Cool. If you want to make some more money, you can jerk me off sometimes. I'm living in blank until the semester begins also. Sure, my boyfriend suggests I do it with sandpaper. It gives good resistance. Yes, girl. Yes. Yes. It's just one of those moments, you know, as a girl who's, you know, lesbian woman, kind of very out, visibly out, you know, wandering around my gay pride snapbacks and all of that, very obvious lesbian. There's the guys who cannot see a lesbian who is obviously a lesbian on the street and not have something to say with it. You know, it's just, you know, there's just like some guys where when women say, I'm taking myself completely off the list, I'm not going to another man, I'm just removing myself from the heterosexual dating pool entirely, that freaks them out, and they're just like, I need to comment on this. And always it's some kind of bullshit about how I can never be as happy with a woman as I would be with a man. He'll never, my girlfriend will never be able to please me like he can. Oh, and by the way, people like you are ruining marriage. Me. The happiness at home, the proper nuclear family, divorce rates, me. It's all your fault because you're not a proper woman. You're not behaving like a lady, and therefore you are causing the apocalypse. Every single fucking time. Don't ask me why men cannot just live their lives, that you get these straight guys who, I guess, I mean, they're always single, that's the thing. They're very single, and they always have to come up to lesbians and like other girls who are just gonna live their life. They always have to make this grand, therefore so offended speech about how their life is being ruined by me existing and not worshipping his cock. And it's like, really? Women who want to not be housewives, women who want to be with other women, who want to be alone, who want to live any single life except housewife, are ruining marriage and the opportunities for you to live a long and happy life. And it's not you. Like, you're having a nice, normal conversation with a fairly nice, well-adjusted girl, and you offered to pay her for sex. Because you can guarantee he's one of those guys who's like, the reason why I am alone is because every woman is either broken or a whore or in some ways not good enough for me. I am so victimized by women not knowing their place, blah, blah, blah. Because it's always those guys that say this who are also the ones who offer to pay you. And then they wonder, like, when you treat every single woman like a disposable whore, why can't you find a lady? Maybe it's because your vision of a lady is of some ethereal, fictional, mythical creature who transcends humanity entirely, and when you get face to face with a human woman who behaves like a human being, you immediately treat her as a whore because there's no middle ground between fairy, a mythical, angelic wonder being, and normal, and like a freaking prostitute. You doesn't register in your brain that there is a middle ground of normal human woman who just wants to be treated like a human being, and also probably doesn't register in these people's minds that when prostitutes go home, they go back to being normal people. When cam girls turn their cams off, they're not like, oh, I'm just like such a little sex fiend, like all the time. Like, I wash my dishes like a sex fiend. I go do grocery shopping like a sex fiend. No. Like, the camera goes off. She goes back to reality and back to being a normal girl. Doesn't matter how much of a fantasy, like a little slutty sexual fantasy she is when she is performing as a professional. When she's at home, she's just like everyone else. You know? But every single one of these guys, and when they get called out, like, you're a creepy dude and you don't have normal, healthy relationships because you do shit like this, they're like, well, maybe some girls deserve to be treated like whores. And it's like, I think maybe you set your standards for how everyone else should be too high and your standards for how you should be a little too low. Maybe you should like find that healthy middle ground where, you know, you expect to behave like a normal human man and you expect the women that you are with to not be separated into angelic ladies and devilish whores. Maybe you should just date a human woman. Just a thought. But, like, you know, I love how all she's got to say is, well, there was literally no warning. There literally was not. There literally was not. He literally went from a generic chat about how much do you get paid and what do you do for a living to, can I pay you for sex? Like, what? You watch too much porn, dude. You need to get outside. You need to go and live your life. You ever seen that episode of Friends where Joey and Chandler are watching so much porn, and then they get to the end of the episode and they're like, I went to the post office and she didn't try to suck me off. What is going on? I know, right? I went to a casting and it somehow didn't end in sex. What is going on? I think we're watching too much porn. No shit. You know, I think you're watching too much porn. I think you've seen one too many prostitutes. There's maybe too much with tentacle hentai or something like that. I don't know. But I feel like this is the kind of guy who probably has one of those boob mouse pads and like a creepy hentai pillow that he sleeps with, porn as his desktop, and then when he can't talk to women in a non-sexual way, he's like, it's completely normal for me to have sex around me all the time. This is not damaging. Women just don't understand men. And we're all like, you know, there are guys who just have golf on as their screensaver on their computer. You know, there are guys who just have regular pillows that are regular shaped, and they manage to go off and have normal, healthy relationships with women because they don't sexualize everything that a woman does. It's just a thought. Maybe something for this guy to work on. Maybe something to talk through with someone. Possibly a therapist, a psychiatrist, you know. Maybe some home decor changes to make. Just like some little lifestyle changes. Of just like cutting back, like reducing on the amount of porn / sex workers that you are engaging with it on a 24-hour basis. Just so that you can have normal conversations with women. Then maybe it'll go somewhere. Because it seemed like a fairly normal, like a little bit invasive that he was asking for info on what she gets paid so early. I feel like that's a little bit early for that. Although that being said, you know, it's clearly a lead on to ask her for sex. So I think you need to work on yourself, honey. Just a little bit. But anyway, I think that's where we're going to end for today with this weirdness. Loving the sandpaper though. Well done. I don't know if it was you or your boyfriend, but that was a beautiful response. It was perfect. Kudos. And that is where we're going to finish today. If you enjoyed this, please follow r/creepypms for more hilarity. If you come up with any one-liners, any amazing responses, please share it with the group. We would like to see. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!